I think it's time. Let's just get the thing on the road, man. Get it on the road. Quickly let me know, how's it going, people? We've got 5 people inside. There are 5 lonely people in the world. Has decided to join this occasion, this Wednesday evening. How you doing? Yes, Mr. Dion Danhauser, I have him in the house. And I just want to see if there's anyone else. Rob Fisher, Bazingas. Geez, like it, Rob has got a lot of new stuff. I saw it on ESEC-SA. He probably got a bonus. Or he probably sold some shares again of his business. But he's kicking it. Any case, let's get it started. What I'm vaping on, still Mr. Sidekick over here. Side fire from Purge all the way. And yeah, lekker op 5 plek, I tell you that. And I'm still vaping the Thelema, but I just took off the Arbiter 2 because I'm going to wick the Arbiter 2 while we are busy chatting and talking nonsense while you're talking to one another. And then I've still got the Boxer going over here with the X-Pro 1.4. I think it's just time for a different MTL. But I mean, it is exam times. We're fairly busy over there, fairly busy at the school. You oaks know how it is, né? You know what it is to keep yourself busy. And I mean, yeah, I started a bit early because I was a bit bored though. And the reason why I was bored is because I got voice banned from my game. It's the first time in my life I heard that you can get voice banned. So in any case, basically what it means is I was too aggressive verbally. When I play my game with my teammates or the opposing, well, they can't hear you, so normally the teammates. But it's, I don't know if you guys also got the frustration. I know there's not a lot of online gamers amongst you, but how would you feel if you were playing a game and it's a team-based game? Team-based. Now remember, this game of us has got a variety of type of game plays. So you can play, free for all, where 15, 16, 20, 30 people join and everyone fights for himself. I mean, the kills which you get, you're soloing. Then you get no cross. No cross is where you can't cross boundaries. You got this huge map, so you got a lot of 15 people on this side, 15 people on that side hiding, and it's basically just sniping. That's all it is. And then you get the mode which I enjoy playing. First of all, can you guys hear me though? Just want to check if everyone's hunky-dory. Now the mode which I play is called team play. Ne? Team play. There's no I in team. And then I'm the one charging around trying to find out where these oaks are, putting my life on the line, and then the oaks just camp. They just camp. They just hide. And then I get angry. Why? Because it's a team-based game. If you want to camp, go play no cross. If you want to play like an asshole, go play any of the other modes. But don't play team play. Team play is about when you get shot, you get healed, you can communicate with one another. You say, listen, I saw an oak over there in that building, and blah, blah, blah. So in any case, but I get very mad. and I got a ban. I got a week verbal communication ban where they inactivated my microphone button on the keyboard. I've never heard of that, but yeah. So in any case, now I play in silence, but it's not too bad though. It's not too bad. But yeah. So the reason why I do not have my atomizer on my Thelema is because I wanted to show you that the cotton inside here is 4 weeks old. 4 weeks. Okay. And remember, this is my daily, and I can still tug on it. Just to give you an idea, see, I can pull one out and it's not burned through on the inside, and that's the whole thing I wanted to tell you. So if you get the right juice, then you have got no issues, and it can last you literally a month before you switch out. As I said, luckily this juice of mine does not have a very high sugar content. So, okay, let's just clean burn this little monkey nut before we put in some fresh cotton and even out the glow, for in case there's a bit of sparkiness going on over here, because that's normally what messes up your cotton as well. if you have got hot spots on your coils, ne? Hot spots on your coils. Must not have hot spots on your coils. It must have a glow like that. Yo! And then you know, you are A for okay. And you do need to burn your coils. You do need to burn it. And the reason why is obviously there is a little coating that forms over time, probably of certain components which stay behind on the coil that not necessarily get released when you heat up everything. And that starts forming this little layer, this probably oxidation little layer, I assume. But anywho. So I'm just going to wait for it to cool off a bit now. I've got a little cotton bacon prime here I've got ready. And while I'm doing that, you folks can let me know, what are you currently vaping on? What are you vaping on? And then I still think these are 2.5 millimeter diameter coils in here. I'll quickly see. Maybe I made the cotton a little bit too thin, but we will check out that little number now. And as I said, wicking this, oh yeah, oh means, you know, if you're a pro, you're a pro, man. If you're a pro, you're a pro. What can you say? If you've done this, you have done this many times. So yeah, so what I normally do is when I want to cut my cotton on this little monkey nut, then I keep my scissors just on that little border at the back over there, just there, and I just lift it up and bam, smang, bang. And the same with that side. Lift up your little cotton a bit there, take it upwards, and wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, and there you go. And that's the length of the cotton. But as I say, well, what you have to do with this, the Arbiter 2, it's not like the Dwarf and those low end stuff which Rob vapes, you know, these things, these high end stuff here. There's Arbiter 1, the Arbiter 2, the Torrent Beast, and those things, the high end stuff which we get made from China. Those oaks have got a specific way in which you need to treat it, and that specific way is thinning out the cotton for maximum experience. For maximum experience, and then you just tuft it in a little hole. You can clean cut it though. Doesn't matter though. Pull it like that if you want, and then you can just clean out the little tufts if you've got a bit of OCD like what I have. And yeah, I said today to one of the teachers in school that one thing which I actually am, which I should have done from the beginning of teaching, is I should have noted down all the crazy questions kids put on answers, as answers to questions. It is amazing, the answers which you get. You get to a certain point where you start thinking the kids are on purpose, that they specifically want you to think that they are a bit challenged. But you do get your beautiful bright sparks, obviously, you do get that. So anywho, yeah, that's that. So what are you oaks vaping on? Have a heart, man, talk to a person, you know, where's the content, there's the content. Dart Frog missed last week. I didn't see him inside chat though, just to show you that I am watching. The big brother is watching. Yeah boy, how do I get rid of the ad to the top right? What flippin' ad? What you talking about? I got no ad. What ad to the top right? What will you recommend, smoking or vaping? Me and my friend's argument is going on for weeks now. No man, what do you mean? What do I recommend between smoking or vaping? If anyone is pro smoking above vaping, they have to get themselves institutionalized. That's a big word there now. It's a dangerous word. But that's how strongly I feel about this whole argument about comparing vaping to smoking. The two should actually not even be compared. I mean, I did a show last week on it, so I would advise you to go and show your I almost say little friends. I don't want to belittle you or your friends. I just mean to go and check that out. Obviously, it's a no-brainer that smoking is way worse than vaping. Absolutely. And if the people still tell you, but research is so short, I mean, vaping is so young. No, vaping is not that young anymore. it's not that young anymore. I mean, I'm standing at 7 years. I think Mr. Rob Fisher has been vaping for 10 years, most likely. And I mean, we can tell you, listen, we smell better. Our respiratory systems are better. Our taste buds are better. I just went for a PDP, a public driver's permit at the school. You know, where's all these ants come from all of a sudden? I never have ants. It's going to rain. They're after Blimey. The bastards want to take my Blimey juice. So in any case, so what I wanted to say is, so yesterday a doctor came to our school to do our medical for us there. And she did a blood test, not a blood test, I mean a high blood pressure test with a manometer. You folks know what a manometer is? Huh? Anybody in chat? Do you know what a manometer is? I don't want to continue if you folks don't know what the hell I'm talking about. That's the thing which you put around your arm and pump it up to check your blood pressure. And remember that manometer gives you two readings. It gives you basically the blood pressure in your aorta during the contraction of your ventricles, your two bottom heart chambers, the strong ones that pump blood to the lungs and the whole body. And that's the one reading, which is the reading above the line. So normally if you're below the line, so normally if you get a blood pressure of, no, it's above. Average blood pressure is 120/80 millimeters mercury, Hg. And the other one is the lower value at the bottom. So the higher value is an indication of the blood pressure in your aorta when the ventricles contract, specifically your left ventricle. Yo, I feel like a doctor now. And the lower value is the blood pressure in your aorta when your heart has got a general diastole, which means that your heart totally relaxes, all four chambers for split seconds before the atriums contract again, and then the ventricles contract, and then the whole heart, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, so the one guy, one of the teachers, they normally, because I'm a bit of a stouty oak, bit of a stouty bastard, he still told me, the doctor's going to tell you you're unhealthy. And I said, listen, I can tell you now, I got a better blood pressure than you, mate. And the game is on. So yeah, and I asked the doctor what was mine, and I asked his what is his, and guess what? Little Uncle Louie, the rented tent master, he has got a lower blood pressure than that guy. Funnily enough, I don't know what it is, whether it is coming from the platteland. By the way, you folks can hear me, ne? Yeah. I come from the platteland, man, except for Riemann. We as plain as what thistleweed is, as common as thistleweed. Woo! Master of disaster, I tell you, master of disaster. And I've got nothing. I don't have allergies. I've never had any heart problems. Never had any addictive problems. Nothing. I'm just a plain Jane. Kom, waar is voel hom. There you go, There you go. Now I just want to see, I might have to thin out my cotton a bit more though. And but you'll find out that very quickly. But there's nothing like fresh cotton. Just to get the first 10 vapes. That's about how I find it. Get the first 10 vapes behind you, because then you still get a slight cotton. The only cotton, believe it or not, which I never get any cotton taste from. I do get a cotton taste from Cotton Bacon Prime, for sure. But nothing, can I say, nothing that is that bad. I mean, it's acceptable. It's acceptable, put it that way. And is Maviton. This cotton. Where's Maviton now? Here I get the hele sak Maviton hier nog. Look at this. This little fluffiness. This. I don't get any cotton taste from this. But any case, be that as it may, while I see that cotton that Maviton over there, I see a J. Hayes' logo on there. Do you ook see he's starting to sell off his, most of his collection. So if you're going to go and watch the video now, it's very slow. I mean, he talks a lot of crap, and then he responds to offers which the people make inside chat, blah, 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 blah. But go listen to some of the prices which he has paid. I think he claims that he has got one device which he almost paid $10,000 for. $10,000. Do you know what I'm talking about? 180,000 rand. Who in their right mind goes and buys a vape device? I mean, this guy probably cost me about 6,000 to bring in, which I thought was, which is a lot of money, absolutely. And I saved up quite a while for just this oak, but just to have one, it's just so fascinating, these boxes. And I just had to have one. So in any case, and I thought 6,000 rand, yeah. And hence the reason why that was the only high-end guy which I basically bought new. Well, the people won't call it high-end though, but more expensive, the more expensive one. But 106,000 versus 180,000. And if you press the button, guess what happens? The same thing. The same thing happens. So I don't know. I've got no idea. Goeienaand, hello Vos. Vos, I spoke to Vos today. Vos is still doing well. He's very happy. I even played his Jeep XJ song for, and you guys must actually go and do that though. I'll advise you. You should know by now that Vos is a musician of note. I mean, I think he was the Cavalier back in the day, who did all the nice guitar songs with a mask and I think it's Vos. But in any case, be that as it may, he's actually written songs for quite a few well-known artists. Like Leah, I think he wrote the song for Leah. He wrote a song for the Broers. He wrote music for Unita. And yeah, but go and type in Vos Reineke. And then you can just call the song, just type in XJ after that. Now he belongs, I don't know if he still belongs to the club, he can let us know that. But he's part of a 4x4 club of Jeep XJs. And then he actually loved this Jeep so much that he made a song for it though. A song. And you must go and check out the tune. Go and listen to it. It's actually a very nice country vibe to it though. So don't be difficult now. Vos Reineke, there you see how you spell his name. And then you just put an XJ afterwards. Go to Google, type it in, click videos, and then you're going to see it's going to come up. And you can also listen to some of his other music, which he does. Now he's a very, very talentful guy. Very talentful. Okay. It's too much flavor. I'm feeling the angina building up. This is crazy. Peoples, if you were here and you tasted this beast, you would understand. How do I get rid of the... okay, yeah, so to answer that, definitely, it's a no-brainer. Can check out last week's video, and Kurt Yo also sent me an email after that video. And he said, great show last night on Vaping Myths. To follow up on the popcorn lung, I felt it is important to share the link that refers to the 750 times note I made on your channel. Alright, so I will share that link as well. I'll just quickly open it up over here, and then we're going to share that link, and you can go and check that out as well. Alright, and this is what Kurt sent me. I'll put it inside chat quickly. There you go. Kyk nou hierdie ding is nou weer in die pad, die hoenderhol. So you can check out that link if you want to find out more about diacetyl. And then I also posted the link on Wednesday's show concerning the vaping myths, which I showed you, the updated new research from a variety of sources, legitimate sources. He says it was discovered but never mentioned that none of the workers in the factory, now I'm talking for you people that did not join last week, we will be talking about diacetyl. Because one of the myths is that diacetyl is very dangerous and blah blah blah. And it was in any case removed out of 99.9% of flavorings, I assume. But yeah, not that that is an issue. Okay, it's just these three blokes which got popcorn lung in a popcorn factory, and hence the name popcorn lung, but it's actually bronchiolitis obliterans. That's the real name of it. But it says here, none of the workers in the factory were using protective gear and were exposed to high levels of air particles in the workspace. Based on this, the US CDC enacted laws that enforce air quality measurements and workers to use masks or respirators in such environments. The plot thickens if you consider the other causes of bronchiolitis, popcorn lung. Acetaldehyde, ammonia, chlorine, diacetyl, formaldehyde, fumes from metal oxides, hydrochloric acid, mustard gas, sulfuric mustard, nitrogen oxide. Mense, daar's 'n lys, daar's 'n hele klomp van die goeters wat ook kan bydra tot popcorn lung. So it's not necessarily only the exposure to diacetyl, but as I said, unfortunately, the diacetyl levels were high in the factory which they were using, so it was diacetyl which was blamed. But popcorn lung can also occur without a specific exposure in people who've had lung transplants. About 50% of people who have had lung transplants will develop popcorn lung syndrome within 5 years of their transplant procedure. About 10% of recipients of donor marrow also develop bronchiolitis obliterans syndrome after 5 years. So yeah, thank you very much for that, Kurt. I do appreciate it. And I was also sent a huge email. Just want to see where that email is. Sent, deleted, inbox. It must be under inbox. Normally they throw the things on the junk mail. So yeah. But Vaping Myths from Phil Lee. And Phil Lee also wrote a Helsa thing over here. So I'm not sure if he wants me to read it to you. But in any case, so there's a lot of people that are interested in this topic, which is good. So yeah, Dion Donner's on how do I get rid of the ad? I've got no idea there. Pierre de Kok, passion fruit ice on a Kylan M Pro. Daar wil jy wees. John Martin, good evening. Beans edits, I agree. Yeah, about 10 years. Yeah, there, so 10 years. 10 years. And Rob, any negative effects except your bank account? I mean, and if there's negative effects, will you still continue vaping? Are there more pros to vaping than cons, according to you? That's much longer in the business, and you also vape a lot like I do. Absolutely so. You are a great. You should be the poster boy, not the poster boy, the poster don for vaping in South Africa. Dart Frog says 32 years smoker, 3 packs a day. Holy crap! 10 years of those 32 are smoke-free since January 22, and I can breathe so much better. There you go, man. But the people don't, the people don't want to listen to these things. Why not? Because they lose money. They lose money. And if they lose money, then it's bad things. So now they can campaign against what is good. I mean, it's in so many sectors that I've heard a story of how many medicines were actually developed that can cure things or relieve symptoms of certain chronic diseases, which has been stopped, basically because of the huge impact that these medicines would have on the loss of revenue from pharmacies, from the medical professions. That's shocking. That is crazy. I mean, I know the Hippocratic Oath, and obviously quality of life of a human is priority for a person that practices medicine, which is not. Goeienaand, Jurgens, lekker om jou te hê, ou chomma. Lekker man, lekker. Got that Dion Gar mixed fruit lemonade nogal likes. Good evening, A-team. Hello, Lord Hawkeys. There's no good movies. Since they started making all the woke movies, that Lord Hawkey is much more easier. He's got a lot more time on his hands because he refuses to participate in the nonsense, the madness going on in the film industry, especially from Disney's side. What is going on? If Walt came alive now, he would immediately die and fall back into his grave. That had so much hardship getting Walt Disney a thing. After how many banks rejected the idea, and he continued, and he built a fantastic empire. I still grew up with a series of encyclopedias from Walt Disney with Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck and those guys in it, but it's an encyclopedia that teaches you about different fruits and different animals and whatever. I mean, you know the encyclopedias like Spectrum or Britannica or whatever, but it's just Walt Disney themed. And we used it so much, not only for sketches, pictures which we drew, but for research, for things we had to do, tasks at school. So yeah, and now all of a sudden Disney decides to go totally bonkers. Totally bonkers. It's if, like, you go into a pub and you ask all the people in the pub, say there's 100 customers in the pub. You ask them, listen, Oaks, what beer do you want? What beer is your favorite? What should I stock? And 80% of them says Black Label or Castle, or Guinness, some kind of beer, Heineken or Amstel or whatever. And then you get a few punkies, 1% punkies that says, no, they would kind of like the only hunters. And then the oak decides, well, there you go. The 1% has spoken, and it will be Hunter's Dry. That was what we will stock. And that's the mentality these oaks have. I mean, what's the point of bringing out a movie? I'm a huge superhero fan. I mean, I love... I've still got a trunk. I don't know if I've told you. I've got a metal trunk in the garage filled with Batman comics. And there's a few other comics as well. A couple of Swamp Thing comics, a couple of Shang-Chi, a couple of Iron Fist, the legends. There's even Morbius. There's a werewolf guy over there as well. But a lot of Batman comics. So I enjoy my superheroes. And whenever there's a Guardians of the Galaxy which come out, whenever there's a Marvel Universe which comes out, even a Superman or Batman, Justice League, I watch it. Because there's male superheroes, traditional male superheroes with their sidekicks. And I mean, I grew up with Wonder Woman is there, and Spider Woman is there, and She-Hulk is over there, and so on, so on, so on. So they've got roles to play. But I'm interested in the Hulk. And I think majority of people are interested in the Hulk, not She-Hulk. She-Hulk is good if she's got a feature inside the Hulk movie. Because, I mean, the Hulk is the main superhero of the two. And I get angry, and I say things, and I get verbal communication ban. That's how it works. Strange how life is. Okay, ja, XJ is die best. Forse XJ nog nie opgepakkie. Jeep. And I know that people have got a lot of issues with Jeeps, mechanical wise, rattle wise, bolts coming loose, those kind of things. But they are a hardcore fan base. People that love Jeeps. Yeah. If you wonder what I'm drinking tonight, I'm on a bit of. I can show you just. You can see there. Look at that. Looky. Nachi Energade. Plain and simple, Nachi Energade. And I've got one of these little ice bowls which make the small little ice blocks. I dig it. Not these big ones because they take too long to melt. The big ones you take with a brandy and coke or whatever. So yeah, but not the small ones. Right. Good evening, A-Team. When is Force going to sing for us again? Yeah, no, I think Force must start singing for us again because the channel was at its height of popularity when Force featured. And we don't have Force anymore. Force has become so busy. He doesn't reach out to the poor people like me. There's no reaching out anymore. You just don't hear from the oak. He's just there. He's just there and he's here. He pops up occasionally. Force, hoor die mense wil musiek luister. Hulle wil jy met bietjie sing. Rob Fisher, no one negative. I was nearly dead. Now I walk 6 kilometers a day. Not nearly dead from vaping. Don't get that misunderstood. He was nearly dead before he started vaping. And now he walks 6 kilometers a day. Yo, that's how far the booze shop, the closest booze shop is from Rob. 6 kilometers. My wallet is the only negative. Yeah, there's it. Been called by the ball and the chain later. There's it. Kirshen Gounder, good evening, Kirshen. It's been a while. Yeah, true. Yeah, press the like button, man. You know, if this My Life Science channel, remember my Life Science channel? I told you it's going to start surpassing this channel. And I'm currently at 6,190 subscribers on my Life Science channel. And here I'm 7,000 and something. So yeah, it's going to pass, I'm telling you now. Give it middle next year. Just this past month alone, I got 290 subscribers on that channel. So I need to keep starting to find out about the channel and word spreading that it actually helps them. And no, that's good, it's good, it's good. So yeah, let's quickly do the slideshow. There's a few things I want to show you on the slideshow. Check that out. And that's something which is very scary, very scary. You should watch this documentary, Another Body. Now basically what it is about is this girl got a message from somebody who saw her on Pornhub. And she obviously has got nothing to do with it. Nothing. So what they did is they got her profile picture somewhere and they AI'd her. They AI'd this poor girl and another one which is also on the documentary, as if the people are performing sex. It's crazy. So just to give you an idea, that's how dangerous technology is getting. Really dangerous. But no one is safe. I mean, I can see that. Well, thank goodness I'm an ugly bastard. But imagine if I was a looker, then the chances would have been much bigger that they would actually take my photo, use my face in a porn. No. So go and check that out. That is very scary. Really, really scary. I mean, the things that they do. The things that people are capable of doing. And why they do it is obviously views. It's obviously, it's all about the money for most of these people. They go totally ballistic. Just for clout. Totally ballistic. So go check that out. And then something on a more positive note is this. This movie is going to come out soon, but if I was you, I'd just go and read up on this, go and check up, because there's a real book written about this called Arthur the King. And the movie's got exactly the same name, and obviously I'm a huge fan of Mark Wahlberg, so I was you to go and check out that thing now. But basically what it is he's an athlete, and there is a 400-mile endurance race. 400 mile, you heard me correctly. Endurance race overseas. There, I think it's more in Sweden, Finland, Norway, Scandinavia, those areas. So, but obviously people fly worldwide to get to this race, and they compete in teams. I think teams are 4, if I'm not mistaken. But I mean, I'll watch the movie still. But in any case, be that as it may, this specific race would have been Mark Wahlberg's last one, which he wanted to try, because he participated quite a few times, but he never won, and he always wanted to win. And then he decided to do it one more time. And during the race, he comes across this dog, and the dog has been neglected. The dog had a hard life, and blah blah blah. And he obviously gives the dog a bit of love, gives him some meatballs, wherever, and he pets the little dog. Thinks nothing of it, and the race continues. Now, if I'm talking about a race, I'm talking about, as I say, it's over a course of a week plus, and it's cycling, it is canoeing, and it is jogging, but it's over a whole terrain, which means at certain points they have to carry the canoes around rocky areas to continue. Sometimes there's a mountain or a hill which they have to scale to go over to continue the race, etc., etc. And then when they get to a certain point, a few days later or a day later, whatever, this dog pitches up. And they can't believe it, because I mean, these oaks were cycling, and they were canoeing, and they were running, and this dog gets them at that same spot where they got. No one had an idea how the dog got there. But in any case, so they start becoming, as I say, more close, more attached. I don't want to give you what happens at the end, but go check this out. If you liked E.T. and there's some heartstrings which can be played, then this is your kind of movie. Eh? I like heartwarming movies like this. I almost start crying, with these animals. Because, if I look at my dog sometimes and I think, If that dog might have been in Japan, he would have ended up in a pot. It's crazy to think. If that dog ended in a rural area with people that just wanted a dog for protection but nothing else, and the thing sleeps outside, he doesn't get food, he gets kicked. I hate people like that. Why do you buy pets? Those people should. I feel more strongly on cruelty against animals than I do cruelty against people. If I see an ou kick another oukie at the parkie, but I see an ou kick his dog, I will get a lot more angry at that dog kicking bastard than the ou kicking the person, for sure. I just lose my mind. I don't know. Anywho, but that's Arthur. And then there's another thing I want to show you. Check that out. Doesn't that look cool? It's a backpack which you can buy. Obviously, it's a nice hard case backpack, but it's a lid that actually comes off. And you see, you're looking at the lid. But if you can pack a lot of stuff inside the backpack. But those eyes, they're customizable. And I think that looks very, very good. Cheers, Force. Baie dankie dat jy gejoin het. But I think it looks very nice. But yeah, you can check that out there. You can see it's just like an LED eye backpack. And you can see the different formats. But you do it via your phone. Obviously, it's software connected and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's good. And then I came across this photo. And the reason why I'm showing you this, because this poor Cheslin Colby got backlash from looking like that. Have people got nothing better to do than criticize heroes like that? This oak was part of the World Cup squad when we were champions. Did you forget that? Now you concerned about him wearing shorts. According to me, he still looks classy. I don't know how you people are, but I hate suits. I don't like it. I don't like it tight. I don't like a formal business. I mean, you can maar see, man. Hou van 'n ding wat los sit op my. Because I mean, with the pants and the shoes and the socks and the belt and the tie and the knee. No, it's just not me. It's just not me. So this oak pitches up with his beautiful wife. Can have a very much joyous evening. He looks classy. He looks comfortable. I think it's great. So for all the naysayers out there, get a life. There's more important things to criticize than this. This is not worth criticizing. It's what he enjoys. And his wife is happy with it. My wife would tell me, never. Never wear that. But that's my wife. But if my wife said, yes, wear that, I would one time wear that. So he's lucky in that aspect. So now I don't know why people hate on it. In any case, Cheslin, wear that pants a bit shorter next time, ne? Wear that shorter next time. Someone cut off the mows over here. I played a wedding where the oak also got married in shorts, where he's actually wedding uniform. I'm talking about the groom. He wore, but it was a different color, obviously. It was cream and white and gold and things like that, but also shorts. And I think it looked great. No problem. In any case, two vape-related, first this guy, and then I've got two vape-related slides I want to show you. And this is this. Is there any of you oaks who knows anything about these VoIP phones? Now, what I probably gathered from it, if you don't know what VoIP phones is, that's Voice over Internet Protocol. But apparently you slash your expenditures with 50% at least, which means you don't use your data for phoning, you use your internet for phoning, your service provider, your internet. So yeah, but what I gather, obviously this thing is not mobile in the sense that you can leave the house and connect. You will have to have wireless internet somewhere. You will have to have internet connection to be able to use this. So obviously if you're a business, I can totally understand where you can save a lot of money with this contract wise. But yeah, any of you guys use these VoIP phones, just let me know how it comes, because I mean using internet data to transfer, or internet medium to transfer data, which actually comes out as a voice on the other side, it must be exactly the same what we're doing now. Here I'm talking, over microphone, which is inside the phone, and you guys are hearing me perfect. So it shouldn't be an issue. But yeah, you get VoIP apps for Android and ISO. So yeah, no, there you go. So that's something. All right, then two vape-related photos that I actually saw. Havana Cherry, Juicy Leaks. I'm not sure how long it's been around, but I mean, it's the first time which I saw it on Facebook, came across this. So if you're into your cherry tobacco, what I like about this though, I made a cherry tobacco, but I put in too much cherry. Now, according to them, this has got a slight hint of cherry, which is good. I mean, cherry can be very overpowering. So I would love to try it or find out if anybody has actually vaped this, just to see if the little Havana, that cherry tobacco note is there. Because as I said, it's just for nostalgic reasons which I actually want to do this. Because when I was a student, I was smoking a pipe. I will tell you nogal what pipe. A Dr. McNabb. I had a Dr. McNabb pipe. And what we normally did is we took rum and maple tobacco and we bought cherry tobacco and we mixed them 50-50. And that was a lekker blend. That was a very nice blend. So when you go out, you kap hom 'n lekker pipie. And it's a nice ritual behind smoking pipe. My dad also smoked, except for, what did he smoke? Holy crap, so he smoked Lexington. Those things were heavy. And then also tobacco, pipe. Yes, but it just smells so good. I don't know of anybody that can tell me that tobacco pipes smells, no. Yes, a pipe tobacco smells so lekker for me. But in any case, he says, voice requires a bandwidth connection. I use voice now for a few years. Big saving indeed. Well, there you go. So Zach can tell you. That is the way to go. So please let me know if anybody comes across this or anybody vapes this. And just give me your thoughts, though. Especially concerning the level of cherry. How profound the cherry is, which is inside. And then the last one, which I can show you over here, is just there. It's another one which I came across. Yo. Is the TMA Elite 4. Now, I'm vaping the Elima currently. There's a TMA. There's one little line there. There you go. Now, as I said, I'm vaping the TMA now at the moment. And that thing looks nothing like this. And that's what I can't understand. Why call it the TMA if it doesn't look like the TMA? But in any case, I think it's a nice little looking device. So it all boils down to flavor and availability. Flavor and availability. But we are still on the Oxvas. My wife is very sad. One of our Oxvas died. Not because it's not a good product, but the battery. She uses it so much, charges it so much, and it's the original which I got her. So I told her, listen, that's normal. That's the whole thing why I like external batteries. Because the external battery can be charged a lot more. Okay? And people really do not advise you to, in any case, charge via a Type-C or a mini USB cable, etc., etc. Rather use a device which is specifically made for charging batteries. But unfortunately, these things with the internal batteries, you don't have any choice. So they deplete quicker, and that is the problem. So I just told her, it just died. It just died. Remember, this thing has got, 750, 800 milliamp per hour battery inside of it. It's only going to last you a year and a half, then the thing's going to die. So yeah, but luckily Mazan said they will release his contents for his container this week. So I might see him, and then he's going to bring me some new Oxva products. So at least I've got something to show you, Oaks. Hey, look at this. Mr. Lord Hawkey. Oh, yeah. He says his wife actually met some of the team yesterday. Some of the Springbok. Look at that. My goodness gracious. Here's Mr. Lord Hawkey's wife with none other than Faf de Klerk. And it's so cute. I actually saw a photo of Faf with, as a youngster, with Sia Khaleesi. When Sia Khaleesi was starting out as a rugby player. Faf was still very young, and there was actually a photo with these two, with a little young Faffy and young Khaleesi, but obviously a bit older, playing rugby already, and many years later they're playing together. It's so nice. It's so nice to see things like that though. Lekker man, lekker. Alright, so let's quickly have a look at what new devices there is. I have not had a look at these devices. I've got no idea what is up and what is not up. Let's quickly check out here, more posts. But yeah, it's mostly, I think the last thing which we saw was a drop dead, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, let's just quickly go over here. Let's just make sure we're in this capture. We've got that over there. We're going to have a look at that. Switch over there. Hunky dory. And let's fade to there. Alright, so that's one's out of the way. We go to the internet. And we fade into the internet. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is a couple of the new things. But before we continue over there, I just want to go and read chat. I don't want to like skoffies, because you oaks have got probably something to say. Christian, like button please. Good evening everyone. Good evening Henry. Lekker om jou te sien, Choma. We're making some good stuff, especially series. Has anyone seen Lawman Bass Reeves? No, we haven't seen that though. Loroki, haven't seen it yet, but we'll give it a go for sure. Lekker vir die kuier. Geniet dit fos. Mr. Christian, good to see you. Vaping Sowens outside the house. Welcome over here. And I see the banning vaping completely in Australia. Alright. As I said, I do not follow any vape reviewers anymore. Somebody just told me about Jay Hayes selling off a lot of his stuff, and I watched his live. Bit boring though, but I skipped. But unfortunately, a lot of his stuff, which he's getting rid of, he really broke most of the atomizers. So the boxes he still got with O-rings and accessories, so yeah. And he just sold a whole batch of one. The one guy offered him $300 for a lot of these things, and that's it. But in any case, so I've got no idea what's happening regulation-wise. I haven't watched, what's the okay from UK again? Vaping Vic. I haven't watched them in so many years. So in any case, so the Drop Dead 2 was the last thing which we actually had a look at. The Soul Kit by Geek Vape. I think we checked out that, if I'm not mistaken. But in any case, let's quickly check it out again, just in case. So yeah, there's something nice for all the Geek Vape fans. As I said, I'm not into these all-in-ones. I'll just get myself, I'll probably keep one of the Oxvas which things will give me, because I like those little Oxvas. They got great flavor. But nice, sleek looking. Nice, 0.6 ohm coil, 25 watts, not too shabby. You can also get a 1 ohm coil. Volleyball before, 2 milliliters. There's a nice pink one for the ladies. Yo, nice metallic little. Mooi man. Nogal a 1500 milliamp battery. That's nogal nice. That's nogal nice. It would be great if Oxford also brought out something like with a strong battery like this. That's strong. Okay, number next. We've got the X-Slim. There you go. And this is one of the things which I will be receiving. But yeah, these things have got phenomenal flavor for these devices. As I said, wife loves them. So yeah, and I hope luckily most of these things, the cartridges are cross compatible with a lot of the other devices of Oxford, so that's also good. That's also nice. So I've got no problem. I mean, if you've got great flavor out of the cartridges, keep the cartridges. Just make the device, upgrade your devices, give it a more battery power, just a different color variation or whatever, but keep the cartridges. It's a winner for sure. You don't have to go and change that. Don't go and crap over there. But there's all the goodies which you get. And yeah, there's specs. So if you're interested in the specs, you can go and pause there and go back and have a look at it. Nice. Then Tesla 6. They've got a little square number that came out. Yeah, I must say this, they haven't released something in a long time, huh? Tesla, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, so if you're also into these things, there's an air intake for you. Also going to give you a little lanyard, side filling, so you don't have the bottom fill issue. It might leak into the bottom, so that's also lekker. That's good. So yeah, it's just a matter of, is the coils good? You're going to get good flavor, and you like the form factor, plain and simple. And then we got a mecha pod kit from Innekind. This is more the design which would trigger Rob. Rob most likes these kind of, which looks like billet boxes and fancy stuff. But yeah, look at that. I wonder if that thing's functional over there. It would be great if that actually is an indicator of the battery life, huh? Yeah. Any case, Clips on Mecha pod kit, extravagant subsystem, variable power, original buttonless housing, variety of replaceable cartridges. Ja, there's cartridge 0.6, 0.8, 1.2, 1.7 ohm. Ja, die ouks gaan hoog hoor. There were two traditional colors, black and silver. Yeah, but look at this packaging. Holy totty. This is probably a special pack that's been sent out to whatever remains of Elite vape reviewers, I assume. Or it might just be a special display made for some other expo. Extravagant device is activated by tight. Now, let's just quickly give a close up of this. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, so these things I assume it's just for aesthetic purposes. I assume. But look at that. Yo. Oh, I don't know. I've got no idea whether that thing works. The built-in battery capacity 900. There are 4 types of replacement cartridges. Got that. But yeah, they don't say anything about that. Maybe yeah. Subsystem was provided with buttonless zinc case. Instead of buttons, a rotary regulator was installed. Below is a round display and an analog potentiometer. Potentiometer. Why do you say, what was the other one? Altimeter or altimeter? That thing which you get sometimes on the 4x4s which tell you the height above sea level. Is it an altimeter or altimeter? So my first pronouncement is altimeter. My second pronouncement is altimeter. So you can type inside chat which is the correct one. I've got no idea. But if it's an altimeter, why can't this be a potentiometer? Why must it be a potentiometer? Just to keep us busy, our minds active. And then we've got this little number from Freemax. They bring out some nice colorful bastards. This actually looks beautiful. This actually looks very nice. Nice and stubby. Yo. Alright. 200 watt kit. There you go. Something nice for the hobbyist again. Hopefully they release it separately. Because I know the previous one, Freemax, the colorful one, was not brought into South Africa. I don't know of any vendors which actually brought it in there. That was a pity. Because I like the look of the thing. And I mean, yeah, that's almost like, yeah, it would be nice if that was rubberizing along the sides. But maybe it is. The kit mod is made of zinc alloy and comes in 4 colors. Massive body was provided with the economic sharpened shape and supplemented with the carbon inserts at the ends. The landing pad, the middle, provide 30 millimeters. Yeah, look at those colors. It would actually look very nice with my computer over here, the LEDs in my computer. The mod is driven by a functional board, supports 200 watts, 2 external. Lovely, man, lovely. I like it. I might get it. Depends on what money is left over from the holiday. But yeah, I think it looks good. I think it looks nice. Needs something new for the hobbyist. 2 amp charging if you decide to charge via the cable. And then last but not least, well, there's actually 2 things though, but the top one I did show you though. I'm not going to have a look at the, well, might as well. Maybe there's a different photo over there. But yeah, the Caliban G3, yeah, they're only riding these Calibans. But yeah, I The Caliburn was nice when it came out, but I think there's a lot of these things which has actually surpassed the Caliburn flavor-wise. But because it had such a stigma attached to it, and there was so many people that talked about it, that I think it's still got a huge following, although there are better devices out already. So yeah, it's like me that grew up with Yamaha. So if I want a bike, I want a Yamaha bike. But meantime, back in the range, it's probably 10 bikes better than Yamaha's at the moment though, because of improvements. But Yamaha was a thing. Valentino Rossi also drove a Yamaha. So yeah, that's the way the cookie crumbles. So in any case, yeah, but you can have a look at this little guy if you're into your Caliburns. I'm not going to stand too much still over here. Let's just see if there's another little photo of this which is of interest. Otherwise, we are done and dusted for the evening. It's a nice looking device. Let's not get difficult about it. I mean, just check out that. It's sleek, it's beautiful, it's elegant, it's classy, it's executive-like. Someone said to me, so met 'n kraffie nanas. It's a nice looking device, for sure. I wouldn't argue. But as I said, it's all about pricing, availability, and coil flavor. So if they got that nailed, it's going to be a winner. It's going to be a winner, for sure. So yeah, that is it. You can go to eSig SA's if you want to go and check out any of their... I'll just quickly stop that. If you want to go and check out what is up for in the classified section, I'm not going to talk about those numbers now. Okay, let's just put this on there. Okay, let's quickly go to the chats, and if there's nothing else, we can call it a night, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you people for joining then. And yeah, there's nothing more. Good evening all. Michael, Nixon, Betts, welcome over here. It's nice to see you as well. Yeah, but did you see the prices on the items on his wall? Yeah, no, I did. I mean, I said, he apparently said he paid $10,000 for one of them. Now, Zach, you must put in one or two. So you say, not altimeter, altimeter. 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 But then again, you say kilometer, not kilometer. Maar in Afrikaans is kilometer, nie kilometer nie. Tomato. Folks, thank you very much for joining. I do appreciate it. Please, you got to email me stuff. I need content. If you guys want this channel to survive and continue and actually be something still, hey, there's only so much. I don't want to bore you with nonsense. Look at the twak I'm talking about now tonight. A trommel with Batman comics. Who cares? But I got to talk about something. So yeah, if you find out something interesting, pop me an email. I'll type in my email now again, sniper@telkomsa.net. Come on, work with me, man. Work with me. Don't be like that now. Okay, folks, have a good week. The rest of the week, a good Thursday, and a lekker weekend starting at Friday. We've only got 2 weeks, and hence the heading. 2 weeks. We got to be out the school the 7th November. And if you wonder why we close earlier than other schools, it's because our school is a marking centre. And when people come in to mark certain external subjects, grade 12 subjects, we got to be gone. So yeah, so that is a good thing. On the one side, the other bad thing is obviously we are more pressed for time to get all the admin sorted out before the time. So we're very busy at the schools. So yeah, thank you very much for joining up. And if you have not pressed the like button, it's not hard. Just go down and just press the like. I need the activity inside the channel. Just hopefully the algorithm maybe glances there and just yeah. Alright, so thank you very much for joining. I do appreciate it. Have a good one. Cheers.